What if I told you a teenage girl vanished in the mountains, and the man who was last seen with her claimed that Bigfoot took her? It sounds like a campfire story, but this actually happened. In June of 1987, 16-year-old Theresa Ann Bier disappeared in the Sierra Nevada mountains of California. And nearly 40 years later, no one knows what truly happened to her. Theresa was living in Fresno, California. Her childhood had been unstable. She moved between relatives after suffering abuse earlier in her life, eventually ending up in the care of her uncle. People who knew her described her as quiet, vulnerable, but eager to feel accepted. On the morning of June 1, 1987, Theresa left home with a 43-year-old neighbor named Russell Skip Welch. Skip told her uncle he was just giving her a ride to school. But Theresa never showed up for class. When hours passed and Theresa still hadn't come home, her uncle contacted police. By that night, she was officially reported missing. Investigators quickly learned that Skip was the last person known to have seen Theresa alive. When questioned, his story immediately raised red flags. At first, Skip claimed he dropped Theresa off at school. When police confirmed she never arrived, his story changed. He then said they went camping in the mountains. Later, he said she ran off into the woods. And finally, he gave the explanation that would haunt this case forever. Skip claimed Bigfoot abducted her. Skip was obsessed with Sasquatch. He believed the creature lived deep in the Sierra Nevada mountains and claimed he had seen it before. He told police he took Theresa on a camping trip near Shut-Eye Peak, hoping to encounter the creature again, according to Skip. While they were in the woods, a massive ape-like being appeared and grabbed Theresa, carrying her away into the forest. Police took him to the area he described, but there was no evidence, no footprints, no torn clothing, no signs of a struggle. Nothing that suggested Theresa had ever been there. Search teams combed the rugged terrain around Bass Lake and Shut-Eye Peak. Helicopters, ground crews, and volunteers searched for days. The area was steep, forested, and dangerous. But despite extensive efforts, they found nothing. No body, no belongings. No belongings, no trace of Theresa Ann Bier. As the investigation continued, Skip's behavior only made things worse. His stories kept changing. He couldn't give a consistent timeline. He failed a polygraph test. And witnesses described him as controlling and manipulative. Police arrested Skip on charges related to child endangerment and kidnapping. But prosecutors faced a major problem. There was no physical evidence tying him directly to a crime. Just days before his trial, the charges were dropped. Prosecutors offered Skip a deal. If he accepted a short sentence and signed a waiver, they could charge him later if Theresa's body was ever found. Skip refused. He walked free. Theresa Ann Bier was never found. Over the years, several theories emerged. Some believe Skip murdered Theresa and hid her body deep in the wilderness. Others think she may have fallen victim to another criminal operating in the region at the time. And a few still cling to Skip's bizarre Bigfoot claim. But law enforcement overwhelmingly believes Theresa met with foul play. Skip Welch died in 1998, taking whatever he knew with him. Today, Theresa Ann Bier remains missing. She was 16 years old, teenager with her whole life ahead of her, gone without answers. Her disappearance is a reminder of how easily someone can vanish and how the truth can disappear with them. What do you think really happened to Theresa Ann Bier? Share your thoughts and don't forget to subscribe for my future uploads.